Hello and welcome to Wordy Jo SEO Services. Chances are, if you have stumbled upon my website today, it's because you are looking for help in getting your own website found in either local online searches or worldwide online searches. Because everybody that has a website can have the most beautiful, functional, kick-ass website ever. But if you don't have the search engine optimization component worked into your website, it's simply not going to show up in searches. You're not going to attract the people you want to attract to your website. You're not going to sell the products or services you want to sell. Basically, that's that one component that ties everything you need to be tied together in order to be found and kick ass on your online competition or even your local competition. And we're going to get into that in a sec. So there's two components to SEO. There is the functional component where you jump through all the hoops, say that Google needs you to jump through so they can actually put your website up in searches. And then there's the people component. You want to make sure that your website is written and functional to appeal to people's senses. You want it to, capture people's interest, keep them engaged, get them to want to contact you. So those are two components of SEO that every website needs that a lot of people don't understand and they don't focus on both. They either focus on one or the other, or they don't focus on any. So what I do with Wordy Jo SEO Services is I have two components that I work on. First, I'm going to do a full technical assessment of your website. I'm going to make sure that it has the SEO components that you need to be able to show up for search engines. I'm going to make sure that you are doing all the technical components, or you're adding in all the technical components that you need to satisfy Google's requirements for SEO and other search engines as well, because Google's the granddaddy of them all, but they all kind of follow behind Google. So they all kind of want the same thing. And then the other thing I'm going to do is, because I'm a writer and editor as well, is I'm going to look at the wording, the presentation of your website, the appeal that it has, the aesthetic appeal that it has for your clients and your ideal clients. And we're going to make sure that those two match up. So we're going to get all the technical stuff dialed in, and then we're going to get all the aesthetic engagement appeal stuff tied in and make sure that it is running optimally, that it's starting to show up for things it needs to show up for, and that it gets you noticed so you can start, letting your business thrive, whether it's local or online. Okay, so first thing I always start with every client that I ever work with is a full SEO assessment. So I'm going to deep dive your website and all of your online platforms that are connected to it. I'm going to see what's working, what's not, what needs to be added, what needs to be taken away, etc. And then I'm going to give you a full report. We're going to jump on a call together and I'm going to go through all that stuff with you. And then at the end of that, you have two options. You can either hire Wordy Jo to do all those changes and add and implement all the SEO components that you need implemented, or I can teach you or one of your staff, if they're interested in learning about SEO, I can teach them how to do all those things. And then you can just regularly check in with me so I can check on the progress that you're making and, suggest tweaks and changes that will make it a little bit better. And the second option, the teaching option, is, in my opinion, the best for your business, because every business owner should have a basic understanding of what they need for their website SEO to be found locally, to be found internationally. And once you have the basics, then you can, farm it out to somebody else. But if you don't have the basics, then when you make small changes to your website or your online platforms, you're not going to be thinking in an SEO frame of mind. So you're going to miss that stuff. And you're actually just going to, if you don't have SEO that's already dialed in, you're just going to keep digging a hole every time you make a change that doesn't kind of conform to the Google rules. And if you want to be found and you want to sell stuff, unfortunately, you have to jump through those hoops that Google requires. Okay, so contact me today at the button below for a free SEO assessment, and then we will jump on a call and we'll see what we can do.